What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Yes, I am barely alive after last night's Banlist party stream, but a reminder, if you are shopping TCG Player today with all the Banlist hype, please use my link in the description down below for TCG Player. It supports the channel directly, costing you nothing extra at all for cards you'd already be buying. And boy, have people been buying up cards. My tabs are so far open that I can't tell what I'm clicking on, so bear with me if I take a little bit to soak in the card on screen, but let's start at a good pace. Pot of Extravagance here, $93. With how the ban list shaped up, a lot of people are saying that Altergeist and Guru Control are tier 1.5 or better. I still think they are roguish, but yeah, they are definitely helped by Red Reboot going to 1, gaining Solemn Wardings. It feels a lot better for them, and they may really prove to take over a bit of the meta. Where do you guys think it will end up? Obviously, people are speaking with their money, but over on eBay, it's quickly becoming cheaper to get this card before it does go back up. The quantity sure did run thin. We need a reprint for this card, but I'm thinking it won't happen till either next year's Megatons Battles of Legends. I don't know where we're gonna freaking get that reprint. Invocation Ultimate Rare bought out to ridiculous proportions, $70 freaking dollars. Wow, highest rarity invoked. People are gassing this up for the next Master Rule, but also an open format for it here. I still think it's a rogue deck. I don't think it takes over here. It definitely gets way better under the new Master Rule, and people are sinking their money. And now we have what I call a half-assed buyout, though. When you see the foreign listings still available, they're not even a new listing, near mint, towards $55, and then you're trying to really make it 70, well, it's going to fall out somewhat quickly here. I think we'll see it back at $50, not too soon. Mech Knight Crusadia Abramax baby bumps up, but you know, when we talk invoked, it's Mech Knight invoked, and we see Purple Nightfall going up here, and we also see Morningstar going up for people wanting to have access to it, and Blue Sky kind of peaking up in price for certain versions as well. The Mega Pack version, you have a couple available still lower. I don't know that Invocation / the Invoked will be playing Mech Knights when it comes to the new Master Rule, but I think for this format, they definitely will be still leaning on that crutch. And interesting that Abramax is starting to peak back up in price and run out of quantities. Masked Hero, Darklaw, and heroes in general got a ton of hype from the list in terms of, yeah, we got new cards and nothing got hit. Of course, nothing got hit, but you didn't get your peel off of a Hero Lives. You didn't get, like, really any help from the list itself. In fact, you lost stuff like Reboot, but hey, we see ultis up towards 150 plus again instead of 125, and over on eBay, it's, you know, just a bit worse when we look at this 150, 155, 160. So all the $125 copies are disappearing, and, well, if you want a near mint, it's quite a bit. Evil Hero Adusted Gold. Really? This is what you went after on Banlist Day? Really? We still see the foreign ones resting around 100 before it starts to spike up. I don't think this is necessarily how heroes are going to play, but the short print game sure is strong, and international copies keep disappearing from our market. We also see Stratos Ultimate Rare getting a buyout over here. Just really, the heroes are getting that much gas. I don't see them coming to the forefront because of that. I think people just get really hyped for a ban list, and it swirls all around that. We would have seen some rolling buyouts from the legendary Duelist Magical Hero having the new hero support, but not like this. This is madness. Cherubini going up almost double in price. You know, we showed it at towards 20 yesterday, now towards 30. Like, geesh, people are really after this. So, a bit of a reminder, Beatrice doesn't have Burning Abyss in its name when you're looking up BA cards. She's not really going anywhere right now and has high quantities. You might want to have that if you're going after all these Burning Abyss cards. She's disappeared from the market multiple times before. Make sure you're good on all your BA cards. Don't just go after what's getting hyped right now. let's talk about the ratios and the reprints from this article. I did a video on it before, but I didn't really stress about the reprints as much. We're going to cover that in this video. But if you're buying Eternity Code, be aware there's no update yet to ratios for Ultras and Secrets, and they've been bumped. Meaning that if you are trying to pull a Secret Rare, no longer will there be a playset per case if ratios stay the same for Secret Rares as they do now. And that's not counting short printing, because there's 24 Secret Rares per case, and at 8 Secret Rares, that would be a playset of each mathematically. Now, well, you just can't do that under our current ratios. I'm hoping for news that there will be new ratios with rares being deleted from core sets. But let's talk about the reprints here. We have Dinosaurs, Madolches, and Witchcrafters going to be in Dual Overload. So let's go ahead and see what's happening with prices. Witchcrafter crashing down. We saw the spot out to the point of 30. People quickly trying to make a buck at 25. I think it'll keep dipping. We see definitely Magdalene. She was up towards 38, now towards 34, 35, with a bunch of copies from them. They're like, yeah, yeet, I'm out. And I think we'll see a ton of these cards reprinted in Dual Overload. Dinosaurs are interesting because they're getting bought out right now because of the list, because of hype with Lithosagem, and I would have agreed until I read that article, and we see, yeah, it goes up pretty quickly right now, and Overraptor as well, I'm hoping will get a reprint. It's very interesting. Now, Spirals are getting gassed. It's not so much on eBay a higher price, but it is going up on TCG Player, and when I look at Spirals in general, yeah, they didn't get hit and they got helped from Magical Hero, but it is causing this wave of hype of people saying, yeah, it's Spiral format again, we got this. Calm down, I still think your deck is going to be roguish. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think you got the Infinity Gauntlet like those memes. I don't think you're taking over, but hey, prove me wrong. Let's see how the meta turns out. Definitely, people are spending their money though. Magician Souls back up towards 95 on almost all fronts. And then it quickly goes up, and Tier 0 is sold out of their cheap ones that I led you guys to. Thank you for using code WhatsGood5, and those cheaper liquids are gone too with all the hero hype. And on eBay, it ain't looking much better. It's not looking much better on TCG Player. I was hoping and calling that Liquid would be going down in price, and this would be going down in price. I didn't anticipate this much hype generated around the ban list that didn't peel things off for these decks, but instead hit others. I still think Orcust is the top deck. I hate to tell you it, but I think it is. It will lean on a crutch like Lunalights. I just don't see these decks rising to the top because of their new support. But hey, people are really going after these cards in the short prints. The good news is Sunrise is going exactly where I did call it. It's towards $12, might fall all the way to $8. But the rest of it is going way up past what I thought it would for how ripped open this is. People will be getting their international copies in, though, within a week to 2. So hey, let's hope the prices come down a bit and we have motivated sellers. Just a couple of things that I would advise you look at and maybe get sooner than later. Number 60 is an amazing card. I keep running into it more and more in Rated, especially testing the new format with people online on Dueling Book as well. I would have this card. It's out of Battles of Legend. It only has one printing. Do not sleep on this. I think this card will be a $10 card before too long. A very, very good combo extender that doesn't care about the next turn. But we are coming into a format of many more grind decks, as we mentioned. So, since he does have to pay up the next turn for his effects, keep that in mind. Also, number 68 is actually starting to run lower on quantities on the market, although many different quantities available from the lower sellers. I like this card a lot for a rank 8. It's kind of pseudo-dweller. It's what I make against Orcust when I have availability to 8s, and now with them having to have a choke point of symbols more so for their decks, I like it even more. Just something to consider, and it also is a dark for that rank up magic to be able to go into good old calamities. Do think about that too. Thank you guys for watching today's Market Watch. I know it's a lot to soak in. I know thinking of the future can be a bit harder. Going through potential reprints instead of guaranteed also is a thing. Like, what could they miss with Madolches? What would be spiking if they do miss something? I think Konami has their eye on the ball on this one, and I really do hope that we end up with a good spread of reprints. Like, we do get Angeli, we do get Magdalene, we do get Chocolate a la mode, and then I think you're going to see other things spike from there. Like, Hoot Cake is cheap right now for what it is. Do consider getting those cards sooner than later, because if they're cheap right now, Konami might bypass them, just pass them up, and you're going to see spikes. So think with your own big brain, decide what pieces you want to get, and let me know what you think Konami might miss when it does come to these Dinosaurs, Witchcrafters, and Madolches. And don't buy into this kind of hype, in my opinion, but if you did, let me know why. Why did you do it? Subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and like I said, please use my TCG player link in the description down below if you are shopping TCG player for things that maybe people missed the hype boat on.